Let's talk about the materials that you need to complete your bag. The first thing you're going to need is a sewing machine. In addition to the foot that came with your sewing machine, you may need a walking foot. Walking foot is usually used for quilting, but I find it really helpful for bags because it helps to feed all the layers of the bag evenly as you sew, especially at the end of the construction process. You can try it without a walking foot first, but if you run into trouble, I would recommend going ahead and putting one on your sewing machine. The next thing you're going to need is an iron. Any iron would work. I do like one with lots of steam to help with setting the bag and giving it a nice shape at the end. You need to go on and print out the PDF of the pattern. Go ahead and print it out. At the very end of the pattern, there are pattern pieces. Just make sure you've got those printed, and we'll talk about that in a minute, how to put that together. You're going to need some fabric. You're going to need interfacing. For interfacing, you need canvas. It's just standard canvas that you buy at the fabric store, fusible fleece, shape flex interfacing, and then you're also going to need a piece of plastic canvas to help reinforce a few things on the bag. You're going to need pins, binding clips, scissors to cut out your pattern pieces, and then some smaller sharp scissors to trim down your seam allowances, a magnetic snap. Then the next thing you need to do is you need to decide which handle you want on your bag. So depending on which handle you want on your bag will depend on what materials you need for that. If you would like to put leather handles on your bag, then you're going to need a leather belt blank you can purchase at the craft store. You're going to need something to punch a hole in the leather belt blank with. I use a crocodile, but we'll talk about a couple other options for that too. And then you're going to need some grommets to go ahead and set the leather belt blank onto the bag to turn it into a handle. You can also purchase leather handles that are with pre-punched holes that you'll sew through. If you use this bag, then you're going to need some heavy-duty thread to sew the handles on. If you want to sew your own bag handles, then you're going to need some 1-inch wide cotton webbing. And the last option is bamboo handles. If you want to use bamboo handles, just purchase those at the craft store. And in addition to the hardware that comes with the bamboo handles, you'll need a little bit of grosgrain ribbon. Next, we're going to talk about choosing the fabric for your bag.